ಇವತ್ತು ಸಂಡೇ ಒಳಗೆ ನಾವು ಮಧ್ಯನವಮಿ ಆಚರಿಸಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಪರಶುರಾಮ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಶ್ರೀ ವಿದ್ಯಾ ಅವ್ರ ಮನೆಯಾಗಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ. ಸಂಡೇ ಸತ್ಸಂಗದ ಇದು ಸಂಖ್ಯಾಬಲ. ಆಚಾರ್ಯ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತದ ನಾ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದೆ?
ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಮುಂದುವರಿರಿ ಮಹಿದ. ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ನಿಮ್ದು ಮಹಿದ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ. ಇವತ್ತು today is day 3 of the 5-day pravachana series on Geeta Bhashya by Pandit Vidya Sivachar Mahuli, and again sending the same notification. Please send out your questions so that we can cover them all towards the end of the series on the final day. With that said, Acharya.
श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरि ओम. इंदिरावदनं भोजराज हंसाय विष्णवे अमंदानंद संदोह सुंदराकृतये नमः. धर्म विज्ञान वैराग्य परमैश्वर्य शालिनः आनंद तीर्थ भगवत्पादान् वंदे निरंतरम्. सपद्मनाभ तीर्थार्क गोगणोस्तु दृशे मम न तत्त्वमार्गे गमनं विना यदुपजीवनं. प्रणम्य चरणद्वन्द्वं गुरूणां तत्कृपाबलात् व्याकरिष्ये यथाबोधं गीता तात्पर्य निर्णयम्. ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ?
ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿದೆ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರೇ, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ದೇವಂ ಸಮಸ್ತ ಗುಣ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣಂ ಸರ್ವದೋಷ ವಿವರ್ಜಿತಂ ನಾರಾಯಣಂ ನಮಸ್ಕೃತ್ಯ ಗೀತಾ ತಾತ್ಪರ್ಯ ಮುಚ್ಯತೆ. ದೇವಂ ನಾರಾಯಣಂ ನತ್ವಾ ಸರ್ವದೋಷ ವಿವರ್ಜಿತಂ ಪರಿಪೂರ್ಣಂ ಗುರುಶ್ಚಾಂಗೀತಾರ್ಥಂ ವಕ್ಷ್ಯಾಮಿ ಲೇಶತಃ. ಆನಂದ ತೀರ್ಥೋಪದಿಷ್ಟೋ ನಿಧಿರ್ನಾರಾಯಣ ಹ್ವಯಃ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶಿತೋ ಯೇನ ಸಮ್ಯಕ್ ಜಯತೀರ್ಥಂ ತಮಾಶ್ರಯೇ. ನೌಮಿನ್ಯಾಯ ಸುಧಾಧಿಕೃಜ್ಜಯ ಮುನೀನ್ ಶ್ರೀಪಾದರಾಟ್ಸನ್ಮಣೀನ್ ವ್ಯಾಸಾರ್ಯಾನ್ ವಿವಿಧಾಗಮಾಬ್ಧಿ ವಿಹರಾನ್ ಶ್ರೀವಾದಿರಾಜಾನಪಿ ವಂದೇ ಹಂಸವರಾನ್ ರಘುತ್ತಮ ಗುರೂನ್ ವೈದಗ್ಧ್ಯ ವಾರಾನ್ವಿಧೀನ್ ಶ್ರೀ ಸತ್ಯವ್ರತ ರಾಘವೇಂದ್ರ ಮುನಿಪಾನ್ ಸದ್ಬೋಧ ಸತ್ಯಾನಪಾನ್. ವಿದ್ಯಾಯಾಂ ವಿಬುಧಾಚಾರ್ಯಂ ವೇದಜ್ಞಾನಾಬ್ಧಿಚಂದಿರಂ ದುರ್ಮತಧ್ವಾಂತ ಮಾರ್ತಂಡಂ ಸತ್ಯಧ್ಯಾನ ಮುನಿಂ ಭಜೆ. ಸತ್ಯಾಭಿದ್ಯಕರಾಬ್ಜೋತ್ಥಾನ್ ಪಂಚಾಶದ್ವರ್ಷ ಪೂಜಕಾನ್ ಸತ್ಯಪ್ರಮೋದ ತೀರ್ಥಾರ್ಯಾನ್ ನೌಮಿನ್ಯಾಯ ಸುಧಾರತಾನ್. ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರೇಷು ಪಾರದರ್ಶ್ವಾನಂ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಜ್ಞೇಷು ಚ ವತ್ಸಲಂ ದೀನಭಕ್ತೋದ್ಧಾರಕರಂ ಸತ್ಯಾತ್ಮಾನಂ ಗುರುಂ ಭಜೆ. ವಿದ್ಯಾಪೀಠ ವಿಧಾತಾರಂ ವಿದ್ಯಾವಾರಿಧಿ ಚಂದಿರಂ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ವತ್ಸಲಂ ವಂದೇ ಮಹಾಮಹಿಮ ಸದ್ಗುರುಂ. ವಿದ್ಯಾಪೀಠ ವಿಧಾತಾರಂ ವಿದ್ಯಾವಾರಿಧಿ ಚಂದಿರಂ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ವತ್ಸಲಂ ವಂದೇ ಮಹಾಮಹಿಮ ಸದ್ಗುರುಂ. ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. ಹರಿ ಓಂ. Yesterday, day before yesterday, for 2 days, I was talking about the Karma Yoga which was preached in Bhagavad Gita. There are many tenets about the Karma Yoga. Hundreds and thousands of tenets are there which are connected to Karma Yoga. We have dealt with a few. We cannot complete Karma Yoga. While understanding the Karma Yoga in Bhagavad Gita through Prameya Deepika, Nyaya Deepika, and Geeta Bhashya and Geeta Tatparya, I was tempted to write a small Gadya of Karma Rahasya. Why I am telling is, Karma Yoga is so vast. Lord Krishna has included many tenets in Karma Yoga. One Bimba Pratibimba Bhava, another Paratantriya of Jiva and Swatantriya of Bhagavan, and Nishkama and Sakama, and again Varnashram Muchitattva. Later Sattvika, Rajasa, Tamasa. What sort of anusandhana should be there behind the practice or performance of karma? What one should not think of while doing karma or after doing the karma. You see, if you understand Bhagavad Gita through Geeta Bhashya and Geeta Tatparya, it is just baffling, because you cannot just epitomize all these things in very short, some little verse. Therefore, I wrote a Gadya, Karma Gadya, Karma Rahasya, where I tried in my limited capacity to bring every aspect of Karma Yoga. It is not just to announce that I have written this book. I wonder whether the Karma Yoga can be understood properly in totality. So vast is Karma Yoga. Leave alone the karma which are described in Vedas: Yajna, Yaga, Ashwamedha, Rajasoya, Agnishtoma, and so on. All those details are not dealt with. It is only the anusandhana which are necessary for doing karma. So now I think the karmas should be done as I told, because we need punya. Because we need punya, we have got to do karma. It is only the karma which can give us, through which we can earn punya, merit. If the punya is there, we can do certain sadhanas, or we can be happy, or we can control our anger, and so on. So for everything, he gets easily angry because punya is not there and papa is there. This is what the explanation of, so to say, metaphysical explanation of Shastra. He is evolved, he doesn't have anger, he can control himself because he has punya. A person is a hypocrite because he doesn't have that much amount of punya to support him to do the karma without any hypocrisy. I would say sometimes, many times I would say, even a person does with hypocrisy, he is welcome. Because to begin with, let him do with hypocrisy. After a few years, definitely he will understand. I should not continue to do the karma with hypocrisy, but with great devotion, I should do it. If this awareness would come even later in his life, it is welcome. Because he is doing with hypocrisy, there is a sort of guilty consciousness in him. And that sense of guilt always pinches him. And because of that, he can change his attitude for the karma. In the beginning, of course, everyone would not be Vasishtha, everyone would not be Vishwamitra, not great sage, saint. In the beginning, naturally, everything would be just mechanical. The karmas, all karmas, whichever is the karma, Sandhya Vandana or the Devara Puja or even Shraddha for that matter, he may not involve mentally, spiritually in it, but he would go on doing it physically. At least according to Kanakadasa, according to Purandaradasa, if ಹಾವಿನ ಹೆಡೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಸಾಸಿವೆ ಕಾಳು ಇರುವಷ್ಟು ಕ್ಷಣಮಾದರೂ ದೇವರ ಸ್ಮರಣೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಅವನು ದೇವತೆ. Even for a moment, if you remember God with full involvement, it is a great thing, great achievement. Even for a moment. See how important this remembrance of God. So therefore, hypocrisy is bad. But at the beginning, it is welcome. And the karma without understanding the meaning, karma without understanding the meaning of the mantra or the significance of the all small doings, even that is okay. Everyone would not be mature to do everything. Impossible. Because it needs Guru Upadesha for years. For years one has to listen to the Upadesha of Guru. Then he can understand something. And then he can have faith in it. Then he can have all those thought process, anusandhana, while doing karma. It is a long process. It is a long process. At the time of Upanayana, a child would be of 8 years, right? Can he understand the meaning of Gayatri Mantra? Can he understand the importance of Arghya Pradhana, Suryopasthana or Marjana of anything? Can you expect? No. So it is quite but natural that it would take time. But one thing I expect, or God expects, that one should be sincere in doing it. Sincere in the sense, he should be willing to understand the meanings, significance and importance and God's grace, shastric meaning and so on. If that willingness is there, it is more than enough. Even the willingness would come little later because he should have some idea about the significance or the importance of the Shastra or the Anusandhana again. If he does something with little amount of devotion, as students or children would do, obeying their parents, Even that is enough. Even that is enough. So the Karma Yoga begins with no sincerity, full of hypocrisy, or just obeying some elderly people. If that is the beginning of the Karma Yoga, it is welcome. But the Karma Yoga should be done. Karmas should be done. Even without understanding any of the meanings of the mantras. In our Shastra, in our Sampradaya, we say they learn Vedas, Agnimile Purohitam Yadyasya Deva Pratyajam, and so on. All these Vedas, when they are learned, the students would be just 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old. Can they understand the meaning? Can they know any significance of even the Vedas? Its status, which is Apaurushyatva, no, they cannot understand. They are not grown-ups, so they cannot understand. Therefore, we tell them that just remember once that God is supreme. Vishnu is supreme. And which is mentioned in Harihi Om. Harihi Om. Harihi is Lord Vishnu. Om is supreme. Uma Adhika Utkrishtatvena Mitaha. Adhika is infinitely Utkrishta superior, infinitely superior, supreme is the meaning of the Om. So if you understand this, not even I told you, I explained how the Om means infinitely supreme. But if children understand that God is supreme, Hari Sarvottamaha, that is enough for them to begin learning Shastras or learning Vedas. This is how the student is taken care of. That is, he would do this Anusandhana, this Pach Anusandhana is more than enough, more than enough. This is what the Karma Yoga. The Karma Yoga cleanses our hearts. You know, in Shri Sukta, na krodho na chamatsariyam na lobho na shubhamati bhavanti kritapunyanam bhaktanam Shri Suktam japet satha. In Shri Sukta, end of Shri Sukta, it is said that if you chant this Shri Sukta, if you worship Lord Narayana and Lakshmi with this Shri Sukta, the significance of the power of this Shri Sukta would cleanse your heart. Na krodho na chamatsariyam. You will not be angry against anybody. You never hate anybody. Amangala buddhi would not be there. You love everyone. Na krodho na chamatsariyam. You would not be jealous about anybody. Nashubhamati bhavanti krita punyana. Because you have done punya by reciting Shri Sukta, by worshipping Lakshmi, by praying Lakshmi Narayana. So these are the results of Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga would cleanse our hearts, our minds, our thought processes, and we would be nishkama, we would be free from all these defects, shortcomings, and we would be able to do our sadhana. Even at the beginning of the puja every day, you would ask Vishnu, we seek his blessings, his mercy, to make us eligible for doing puja. Eligibility for doing puja is also a great challenge. Great challenge. God is supreme. We are, you may not, some people may agree, may not agree, but according to Shastra, we are lower than the lowest. That means we have great amount of papa. And that good deal of papa should be clear. That is not possible every day. Therefore, every day we request Vishnu, before starting puja, please make me eligible. Please, Lakshmi Kanta Namastestu Swamin Bhito Bhavambudhehe Pujayami Ahamadyatvam. Tvameva Sharanam Yami Sharanagata Vatsala. Kurushva Safalam Pujam Pujarham Cha Mam Cha Madhava. You make me eligible to do your puja. I don't think that I am able to do your puja, but if you make me, if you desire, I can become to some extent eligible to do your puja. So the eligibility for doing puja itself is a big challenge. So the karma yoga is such, everywhere. The karma, if you do the karma, vrinimahete paritoshanaya. Bhagavad Geeta Bhashya, you know, 47th shloka of second chapter, karmanyeva adhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturbhuhu mate sangostva karmani. There, Krishna says, Madhvacharya says in his Bhashya, vrinimahete paritoshanaya. All these activities are there, all these deeds, all these karmas, injuncted in Shastras, Vidhi and Nishedha, we follow the Vidhi and Nishedha, it is only to please you. Pranimahe te paritoshanaya. So the Bhagavat Prasada is ultimate result of all our karmas. It is only our ultimate aim is to please him. Prinayamo Vasudevam Devata Mandala Khanda Mandalam. If we have this idea in the beginning and in the end and in the middle, Karmadau, Karma Madhe, Tadupanicha, Harim Prerakam Samsparantaha, Tasmimustan Yarpayantaha. Adiraja Swamiji, he says Karmadau. Before you begin the karma, Karma Madhe, while doing karma, at least once in a while, and after the karma is completed, if you think that Lord is Vishnu, Narayana, Bimbarupi, Paramatma is Preraka of all my karmas, in a way it is enough. Karmadau, Karma Madhe, Taduparicha, Harim Prerakam Samusparantaha, Tasmustan Yarpayantaha. So, Arpana is, Samarpana is to please him. It is his worship. Think that this karma is his worship. Every Vihita karma can be the worship of God. Every Vihita karma. All Papa karmas cannot be the worship of any Papa karma, cannot be the worship of God. It is not puja. Killing cow is not God's puja. Disobeying parents is not God's puja. Cannot be God's puja. Accusing others, doing ninda of great people cannot be the puja of God. So these nishiddha karmas are not puja, and therefore those cannot be made samarpana of. So samarpana, Narayana Panditacharya, who is the author of Madhva Vijaya, has authored one more book which is called Yoga Deepika. In Yoga Deepika, Narayana Panditacharya says, Tatha nishedhatas tyaktan sarvan Vishnu samarpaye. Nishiddha karma should be made samarpana to God. There is a Shastra where Nishiddha karma should be made samarpana to God. Not by doing, but by undoing, refraining from doing, ceasing from doing. Nishiddha karma can be made samarpana of. You can do samarpana of Nishiddha karma when you don't do it. If you do a Nishiddha karma and you samarpana, it is not possible, it is not acceptable, it is not punya. You kill a cow and if you offer it to God, it cannot be the killing, bad deed, cannot be offered to God or made samarpana of. Therefore, Yoga Deepika Acharya, Narayana Pandita Acharya clearly mentions Tatha Nishedhatas Tyaktan Sarvam Vishnu Samarpaye. For example, on Ekadashi day, eating is Nishiddha, Bhojana is Nishiddha, Anna Bhojana or anything Bhojana for that matter is Nishiddha. Do you expect that the Bhakta would eat and do Samarpana of eating? No. Chaturmasya, 4 months. You know, Chaturmasya, we should not eat, we are ordered that we should not eat such and such things on 4 months. By eating, should we do Samarpana or by not eating, we should do Samarpana? By not eating, we should do Samarpana. That is what the Vrata means, Chaturmasya Vrata. Therefore, Tatha Nishedhatas Tyaktan Sarvan Vishnu Samarpaye. I don't eat meat. I don't drink sura. I don't do ninda of God. I don't disbelieve God. And so on. All these Nishiddha karmas. All these Nishiddha karmas are there. And these Nishiddha karmas should be avoided, should be shunned, should not be done by us. And we do the samarpana of akarma, that is inaction, not doing the bad deed. So, Pridayamo Vasudevam Devata Mandala Khanda Mandalam. Ultimately, it is to please him. For example, there is a big organization. One owner, big owner, he is running the organization, maybe a college or research institute or company, factory, business, something like that. Some worker would do good thing. Good thing. He should do good thing only to please his owner, ultimately owner. Similarly, we have to please the owner of this universe. Owner is Swami. Owner of the universe is Hari. Hari Swami. Vishnu Swami. Therefore, we have to please him. If God is pleased with my any action, all devatas get pleased. If God's prasada anugraha is there, all deities, starting from Lakshmi to Pushkara, and all gurus, all rishis, they are pleased. Because Shastra says, Akashat patitam toyam yatha gacchati sagaram, sarvadeva namaskaraha keshamam pratigacchati. You do namaskara to anyone, all those namaskaras go only ultimately to God himself, Narayana himself. And this shloka, you know, Akashat patitam toyam yatha gacchati sagaram, sarvadeva namaskaraha keshamam pratigacchati. This shloka is the shloka in Purana, appearing in Purana. And therefore, everyone, for that matter, Shankaracharya, Ramanujacharya, Vallabhacharya, Nimbarkacharya, Ramanandacharya, all acharyas of Vedanta, even Nayayikas, Vaisheshikas, even Patanjali Bhashya, Patanjali Sutras Bhashya, there we find this thought. So it is very important. If we do namaskara to God, everyone is pleased. If do every namaskara to any God, it ultimately reaches Narayana because he is the Antaryami. Since Lord Narayana is the bimba of all devatas, all rishis, and all jivas, if you help even a dog, if you help a mouse, if you support any beggar, the God is pleased. Jivanam Vishnu Dhamatva. Srimad says in Bhagavata Tatparya, Vishnu Dhamatva. Dhama is abode. All jivas are abode of Narayana. So Narayana resides in everyone. Because Narayana resides in everyone, you can support everyone, provided he is doing dharma or he is having niti. If he is a terrorist, you can't do because by supporting him, God is not pleased because he kills hundreds and thousands of people. Therefore, papi should not be supported. Though he is an abode of Narayana, Narayana would be there everywhere. Narayana would be there in Amrita, Narayana would be there in Visha. Thinking that Narayana is there in Visha, can you drink Visha? Poison. You cannot. Can you eat filth? You cannot. Similarly, a bad person who doesn't have niti, who doesn't have dharma, who never follows anything, small aparadhas would be there. But if he is dangerous to the society, if he is killing people, if he is cynic, if he is against mankind, you cannot support him. Bhagavata, Saptama Skandha, Prahlada says to Narasimha, Smudeta sadhurapi vrishchika sarpa hatya. Vrishchika and sarpa. If you kill serpent, even sadhu would be happy. Sadhu may kill, may not kill. But if you kill serpent, he would be happy because sarpa would kill in turn hundreds and thousands. So you are saving the life of those people whom this sarpa is going to kill by killing the sarpa. Odeta sadhurapi vrishchika sarpa hatya. So ultimately, what is our aim? If you ask Madhvacharya, what should be our ultimate aim of our life? It is to pranayamam vasudevam devata mandala khatna pandanam. It is just to please him. We need not do it by hook or crook. It is not expected of us. You follow the Shastra's injunctions, you follow Dharma, you follow Niti, and there are processes which are mentioned in Shastras, and with following, observing those karmas, those thought process, and Shastra and all, you can please God. Krishna says in second chapter, he says, Nehabhikramanashosti pratyavayo na vidyate swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhaya. Just I would give an example first and then explain what this shloka is about. We take insurance. We pay 1 premium, 2 premiums, 5 premiums. We have got to pay hundreds of premiums. I am unable to pay after few premiums are paid. I am unable to pay. Insurance people would not return what I have paid in 2, 3, 5 premiums. That amount, that money is forfeited. This would not hold good as far as Lord Narayana is concerned. For example, I think and I decide to do some seva or puja for 48 days, 1 month, 7 days, something like that. I begin. If I begin the karma and I need not, if I complete it, well, great thing. If I do not complete it because of some reason, if I don't do that karma and don't complete that seva for 48 days or 7 days or 30 days, whatever it is, no sadhana is forfeited. Whatever I have done, it will remain as punya in my account. No sadhana is gone. Krishna says, Nehabhikramanashosti pratyavayo na vidyate swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhaya. There is a Bhagavata Saptaha. You decide to attend 7 days, but you cannot attend 7 days. One day you attend, next day you fall ill, and therefore you can't attend the Bhagavata Saptaha for remaining 6 days. You may not worry, you need not worry, because God is there to take care of. Even 1 day punya would be there in your account. You are entitled to get the 1 day punya because they have done sincerely. I have started a vrata, a strict vrata, but next day I could not do. After a few days I could not do, I could not continue. Even then, the 1 day or 2 days, 5 days, few days, punya would be there. Prarambha matram ichhava Vishnu dharme nanishpala. Gita Tatparya. It is said in Gita Tatparya by Madhvacharya by quoting one pramana. Prarambha matram ichhava Vishnu dharme nanishpala. Ichha, even. I want to do Rajasuya Yaga. I want to do Ashwamedha Yaga. I want to do 30 days Seva. I want to do 30 days Upavasa, which is not possible at all. See, these good thoughts, these good desires, great desires, though they are not possible to be accomplished, They are great. Since they are great, they will definitely give you punya. Prarambhamatram ichhava Vishnu dharme na nishpala. It never goes vain. It never goes in vain. It is not futile. It is useful. It gives you punya. And that punya may be some other time, it would be a stepping stone for earning more punya. So, nehabhikramanasosti pratyamayo na vidyate. Pratyamayo na vidyate. Even you never incur papa by not doing. Though you do sankalpa and you stop doing karma, you won't incur papa. Pratyamayo na vidyate. And swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhavya. Even just an iota of punya would help you. Swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhaya. Because you have done Vishnu dharma. This facility is available only and only in Vishnu dharma. Swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhaya. So this is what the karma yoga means. Karma yoga, as I said, it is very, very vast. Very vast. You can do samarpana. Yesterday, I was giving a lecture in some Jnana Satra. Somebody asked me, we should do samarpana of karma. We should do the karma with full understanding of swatantriya of Paramatma and paratantriya of all jivas. We must understand that we are paratantra. We are just dependent, solely dependent on Vishnu. Solely dependent on Vishnu. Even for blinking, even for breathing, eating, walking, we are dependent on God. Because God has to maintain this mechanism inside our body. Therefore, we are absolutely dependent on Him. But unfortunately, we came to know now, after 50 years, 60 years, 70 years. Other day, few years back, I was giving a lecture where nonagenarian, 90 years old, 92 years old person was attending my lecture. I said, what we do, it is all Bimbarupi, Paramatma makes us do. So we do only with his prerana, with his initiation. We can't do on our own. So it is, we must understand that Bimbarupi Paramatma is acting according to my karma through me. And he chooses me to do certain activities, me as an instrument in it. When I said this, if you don't think of this, if you think that you are swatantra, you are bound by karma. Helplessly, you are answerable for that, and so on. 92 years old person, when he attended my lecture a few years back, he exclaimed, he said, I am now 92 years. Unfortunately, I have not come across this thought. He is a religious person, so to say, doing basic things. He said, I am unaware of this. I have never come across this tenet. It is not, I never heard of this. So what shall I do? I have wasted my 92 years. Do you mean? Here, there is one provision of amnesty. You know, amnesty is a provision in income tax. If you have not paid, today you can surrender and pay. You will not be caught. The same thing is there in Vishnu Dharma. There, Krishna says, or Brihadaranyaka Upanishad says, Atita Ishyanapiha Yaha. Even the past karmas. In some janma you are elephant, you were elephant. In some janma you were lion. Some janma you were horse. In some janma manushya. In some janma some Mongolian, Negro, Aryan, and so on, according to present parlance, whatever it is. We were not knowing that the karma should be made samarpana of, and I didn't do any samarpana in all these karmas, in all these births. The Upanishad says you can do samarpana since you know in this janma you can do samarpana of all past karmas, whatever the births may be. All those karmas can be offered to God as samarpana, and you can definitely, those may be punya, but those punyas, if they are done in they are given in samarpana, then only it will be with you as a nishkama karma for future. Atita ishyanapihayaha. Atita is past, Asia is future. Even in future, today we are human beings. Today we are in contact of Guru. Today we know that Sarvamula is there. Today we know that Madhvacharya is our Guru and we are preached by him and we follow his preachings. Can we guarantee the same status of mind and all in future generation, that is Janma? Not possible. So do samarpana of all future karmas too. Atita ishyanapiha, past and future. Just once you can do samarpana of past karmas and future karmas. It is also okay for God. But samarpana must be there. Again, as a part of karma yoga, Madhvacharya says, you need not do samarpana of your karma only once. You can repeat those samarpana of those karmas once they are made samarpana of. Again and again, 1,000 times, millions of times you can do samarpana of the past karma or the future karma or the present karma. Every karma, every shubha karma, every hita karma, vihita karma. So offering it to God or surrendering it to God can be done millions of times. Every moment you can do that. Repeat it of the same karma. Karma gives you one punya. You know, karma gives you one punya. The samarpana gives you, samarpana adds something more to that karma, more to that punya. So millions of times if you do samarpana, then millions of parts of punya would augment, join to the original punya of karma. So the punya is very big. If you do God samarpana of doing samarpana of the past and future or the present karmas. Samarpana need not be done only of physical karma, even the mental thought. Mental thought process is also a karma. It is a mental karma. It is a mental karma. What wrong is there to do samarpana of that mental karma? ಕೆಲವು ಕರ್ಮಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಇಂದ್ರಿಯದಿಂದ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಕೆಲವು ಕರ್ಮಗಳನ್ನ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಿಂದ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಕೆಲವು ಕರ್ಮಗಳನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಹದಿಂದ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ all these karmas, all these deeds, good deeds, provided they are good deeds, they should be offered to God. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಭಗವಂತನ ಸಿದ್ಧಾಂತದಲ್ಲಿ, ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನ ಸಿದ್ಧಾಂತದಲ್ಲಿ, ಕೇವಲ ಶ್ರೀಮದ್ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರ ಸಿದ್ಧಾಂತದಲ್ಲಿ, it is not you should do samarpana of any karma only once, but you can do samarpana many times of the same karma, and you go on adding punya in your account. I think I will close this today's lecture by doing samarpana to God. Karma yoga is very, very vast. Karma yoga is very vast, unimaginably vast. There are many tenets, many theories, many doctrines. ಬಹಳ ತತ್ವಗಳಿವೆ, ನೂರಾರು ಸಾವಿರಾರು ತತ್ವಗಳಿವೆ. ಅಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ತತ್ವಗಳನ್ನು ಸೇರಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಚಿಂತನವನ್ನು ಮಾಡುವುದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ ಟಾಸ್ಕ್, ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುವಲ್ ಟಾಸ್ಕ್. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅಂಥ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದಂತಹ ಸಿದ್ಧಾಂತವನ್ನ ಪ್ರವಚನ ಹೇಳುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನನಗೆ ಪರಿಚಯವಿದ್ದವರು ಕೃಷ್ಣಕುಮಾರ್ ದಂಪತಿಗಳು, ಈಗ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಪರಿಚಯ ಆದವರು ಮಹೀಧರ ಕಟ್ಟಿ. Am I right, sir? ಮಹೀಧರ ಕಟ್ಟಿ
ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ.
ಮಹೀಧರ ಕಟ್ಟಿ ಅವರು ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇನ್ನೂ ಒಂದು ಸಂತೋಷದ ವಿಷಯ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾನು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ, ಮಧ್ವನವಮಿ ನಿಮಿತ್ತವಾಗಿ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡಿಗೋದೊಳಗೆ ಅನೇಕ ಜನ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡು ಮಧ್ವನವಮಿಯನ್ನ ಆಚರಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಗ್ರೇಟ್, ಗ್ರೇಟ್, ರಿಯಲಿ ಗ್ರೇಟ್. ಅಷ್ಟು ಜನರಿಗೆ ಮಧ್ವಾಚಾರ್ಯರ ನೆನಪು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು, ಮಧ್ವಾಚಾರ್ಯರ ಸ್ಮರಣೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಂಥ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದದ್ದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಗ್ರೇಟ್, ವೆರಿ ಗ್ರೇಟ್. ಫಾರ್ ಅವೇ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಪಾಜಕ ಆರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅವೇ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ, ಅಷ್ಟು ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದ ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ವಿಶೇಷ ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಈ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಸತ್ರದ ಈ 3ನೇ ದಿವಸದ ಪ್ರವಚನವನ್ನ ಗುರುಗಳ, ನಮ್ಮ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರ, ಸತ್ಯಾತ್ಮ ತೀರ್ಥರ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಗುರುಗಳ, ದೇವತೆಗಳ, ಶ್ರೀಮದ್ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರ ದ್ವಾರ ಭಗವಂತನಿಗೆ ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಸಮರ್ಪಣೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ನಮಗೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ವಿಶಿಷ್ಟವಾದ ಜ್ಞಾನ, ಭಕ್ತಿ, ವೈರಾಗ್ಯ, ಕರ್ಮಾನುಷ್ಠಾನ, ಸದ್ಗುಣಗಳನ್ನ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಕರುಣಿಸಲಿ ಅಂತ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ನಾಹಂ ಕರ್ತ ಹರಿಕರ್ತ ತತ್ಪೂಜಾ ಕರ್ಮಚಾಕಿ ತಥಾಪಿ ಮತ್ಕೃತ ಪೂಜಾ ತತ್ಪ್ರಸಾದೇನ ನಾನ್ಯಥಾ ತದ್ಭಕ್ತಿಸ್ತತ್ಫಲಂ ಮಹ್ಯಂ ತತ್ಪ್ರಸಾದ ಪುನಃ ಪುನಃ ಕರ್ಮನ್ಯಾಸೋ ಹರಾವೇವಂ ವಿಷ್ಣು ತೃಪ್ತಿಕರ ಸದಾ ಯಸ್ಸರ್ವಗುಣ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣಃ ಸರ್ವದೋಷ ವಿವರ್ಜಿತಃ ಪ್ರಿಯತಾಂ ಪ್ರೀತ ಏವಾಲಂ ವಿಷ್ಣುರ್ಮೇ ಪರಮಸ್ಸರತಃ ಶುಭಾನ್ ಧ್ಯಾಯಂತಿ ಯೇ ಕಾಮಾನ್ ಗುರುದೇವ ಪ್ರಸಾದಜಾನ್ ಇತರಾನ್ ಆತ್ಮಪಾಪೋತ್ಥಾನ್ ತೇಷಾಂ ವಿದ್ಯಾ ಫಲಿಷ್ಯತಿ. ಶ್ರೀಕೃಷ್ಣಾರ್ಪಣಮಸ್ತು.
ಅನಂತ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಆಚಾರ್ಯರೇ. ಇವತ್ತು ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ 9 ಗಂಟೆಯಿಂದ ಸುಮಾರು 1:30 ತನಕ ಅನೇಕ ಸ್ತೋತ್ರಗಳ ಪಾರಾಯಣ, ಅಭಿಷೇಕ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರಿಗೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಂದ ಕೂಡ ವಸಂತ ಪಂಚಮಿ ಪೂಜೆ, ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ಪೂಜೆ, ತೀರ್ಥ ಪ್ರಸಾದ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳು ನಡೀತು. ತುಂಬಾ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಂತೋಷ ಪಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರವಚನ ನಡೀತಾ ಇರೋದು ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಅನಂತ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಆಚಾರ್ಯರೇ. ನಾಳೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದೇ ಸಮಯಕ್ಕೆ
ನಾಳೆ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ 8 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರವಚನ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಅವಶ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಬನ್ನಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ಸಾಷ್ಟಾಂಗ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು ಆಚಾರ್ಯ.
ವಂದನೆಗಳು ಗುರುಗಳಿಗೆ. ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು ಇವತ್ತು, ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಬಹಳ
ಹರೇ ನಮ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ, ಬಹಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಆಚಾರ್ಯ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ, ಬಹಳ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.